topic, the time we were homeless. And I know what you're thinking, like, Maria, you was homeless? Yes, I was. And I'm so grateful that, I'm not where I was, before. We were homeless for about 2 years, and it started during my 8th grade year. My mom had lost her job, and when you lose your job, you really can't pay bills and stuff, things that you need to live in a house, car notes and stuff. So eventually our car got repoed and we had to move out our house. But fortunately, a family friend was nice enough to let us stay with her. During that time we were staying with the family friend, I had to share a room with my brother, which isn't bad, but I was so used to having my own space. But I'm very grateful that she let us stay with her. Eventually, she gave us a 1-day notice to pack up and leave. We had to move with a family member. Keep in mind that this family member lived in a 3-bedroom apartment. 2 rooms already, taken up. There's 3 people moving in a 3-bedroom with 2 rooms already taken up. So, 3 people moving in a 3-bedroom apartment with 3 rooms already taken up. Do the math. My brother had to share a room with one family member. One family member had the whole room taken up, and the other family member had the whole room taken up. So for 2 weeks, me and my mom, we had to sleep on the living room floor. After 2 weeks, that's when one family member moved out, and I had to share a room with my brother. During this time, it was very emotional for us because, we had lost our faith that, God was going to bring us out of this situation, and it was just really bad for us. We was really expecting to only be down bad for only 3 months, but, everything works on God's timing. So guys, I invited on my mother to, help out with the story because it's a lot. So she's going to explain to you how she felt during this time, and yeah.
We went to live with a family member, and during that time it was very hard because losing a job, if you're not careful, you start to sink into a depression, and depression is sneaky. You begin to sleep more, you begin to pull away from people, become self-conscious of what people are saying behind your back. I didn't want people to know what I was going through. We actually came out of a situation where we had to depend on each other, and we were the only ones that we could depend on. During that time, we all, well, except for my son, of course, we became depressed. We went through a depression. We went through different emotional ups and downs, more downs than up, unfortunately. We even started to lose our faith in God and what the promises were. With everything that we were going through, going from a friend of the family house to a one-day notice where we had to move out of her house to going to live with a family member and literally sleeping on the floor. I slept on the floor the entire time, and it really, really humbled me. Going through homelessness will humble you. It will put you in a position where you have to depend on others, those that you never thought would be there for you. And I'm very thankful for every person that was there for us, good, bad, or indifferent. It was an experience, and that's the main thing you have to understand. When you are, or when God places you in a position, the most important thing is to learn from that situation. And I can say that we learned, we built our faith through it. We learned that regardless of what it looks like, God is still in the midst. God still has you. God is never going to leave you. We have to understand that God is going to pull us through regardless of what we see with our natural eyes. If God said He's going to supply all your needs according to all the riches and glory, that's exactly what He's going to do. I don't want to preach on here because this is not a preaching. This is not a preaching video. However, when the word is in you, the word comes out of you. But one thing we had to understand, we had to stand on God's word. And regardless of what we went through, regardless of what we saw with our natural eyes, regardless of everything that was spoken to us, one thing I can say that our faith was built through our situation, and for that I wouldn't take anything from it. We were homeless for 2 years. We went through a lot of ups and downs with family members and those who we felt that were close to us. We found out for those who really had our back. We also found out those who we thought had our backs really were against us. Unfortunately, but fortunately, we found out quickly, and for that I can say that we are truly grateful. As you can see, we are in our own home now, and we've been here for 2 years, and it's a blessing. What I can say to you is, in the midst of all of this, is stay strong. If you're going through a situation where you don't see where you're going to come up out of it, stay strong. Start reading your word. Allow God to begin to speak to you through his word. Pray. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. And I know it's cliche to say don't lose hope, especially when I'm telling you that we did. But I can tell you, because of what we went through, don't lose hope, because we are a testament. You are looking at a true miracle and a true, what we call a true testimony of what God can do. He will bring you out. He'll never leave you, and he'll never forsake you. He's only putting you through it, and so you can learn, so he can build you, so he can refine you. We had to go through the fire in order for God to show how beautiful we are and how beautiful our faith was.
Like she said, like, we didn't want anybody to know what we were going through. So like, I told like 2 people, but other than that, like, nobody ever knew what I was going through. And it was very hard for me, because like, you come to school and you see everybody happy, with the new clothes, with the new shoes, the new everything. And it was like, I couldn't get that, like, because we didn't have any money. I wasn't working at the time. My mom wasn't working at the time. And we not the type of people that's going to be asking for handouts. I think I'm probably too big for that. But and it was like very hard for me also, because, at this age, you want to spend time with your friends, but, you can't do that all the time when you're homeless. You don't have any money to really go anywhere, but nobody could spend a night, because, first of all, I didn't want nobody to know what I was going through, and also because we didn't have any space. Like, literally, the house was packed. I mean, things eventually got better. My mom, she started off with a part-time job, and, it was bringing in a little bit of money, but not enough to, where we could get our own place. I remember her first day of work. It was October 31st. And when I tell y'all, like, we was dancing through the house, like, okay, new job, who this, new job. But no, like, honestly, that was like the start of our happiness. Like, something it's not small, but, other people might think it's small, but it was big to us. Like, it was a world to us. Eventually, when you start having hope again, you start looking for new places, new cars, even though we didn't have money and stuff, we always knew what we wanted, and we told God what we wanted. Eventually, he provided it for us. And, during that time of us looking for houses, y'all, I promise to you, this was my prayer all the time.
God, it's me again. I hope you didn't forget about me. I'm still down here. But if you could just please give us this house, like, please. Amen. Love you.
I promise y'all, that was my prayer all the time. Like, really, I don't even have to have my own room. I would like for me to have my own room, but, I just really want to get my own space. Eventually, my mom, she got promoted to full-time, and, things are still kind of slow, but she made things happen, and boom, baby, living in our own crib. We still have our challenges. So like 4 months after we got our own place, my mom, she got fired from her job. Let me tell you, your girl, she worries a lot. So I was worrying, okay? Like, I was like, See, we just got our own place. Like, I don't know how we finna do this. Also, during this time, like, I did not tell my father. Well, I think he knew, but I just didn't want him to think, like, my mom was, like, not fit for us and stuff. So, I didn't tell my dad. Sorry, Dad, love you. I didn't tell my dad, first of all, because it was, like, embarrassing. You know, my mom is a great mother, and she made everything happen for us that she could at the time, and I'm very grateful for that. Love you, sir. Eventually, my mom, she got another job, whoop, whoop, and she's now able to, you know, pay bills and stuff. So I just want to let y'all know that if you're going through something similar, or you know, you've been through something similar and you want to talk, you know, you can always hit me up. You know, I'm very open to, you know, anything. I think I give good advice. I can try. I know it may seem like, you know, it's the end of the world, but it's really not. It's just, you know, some things happen for a reason. You just gotta go through it to make you stronger. And I think that's what it did to us. Like, it really humbled us, you know. It reminded us to, you know, always keep faith in God and never give up on Him, because He never gave up on us. So that's the lesson I learned from this whole experience, and I hope you learned something from this video. During the time that we were living with our family member, we also had one family member living with us also, and they really treated us really bad. They were like disrespectful to us, and they didn't treat us with the respect that, you know, we would give them, and they treated us like they didn't love us, you know, or really like us being there. And like it was hard for us, because it was like we couldn't do anything. At the end of the day, we would still have to go home to that. Like, it was really nothing we could do. That was the only means of shelter we had over our heads, so we just had to, you know, roll with the punches. During this time, my grandfather had passed, so with me being angry with our living situation, and also me being sad due to my grandfather passing, I didn't know how to channel my feelings, so I started taking therapy. But I still felt like, you know, you can empathize with me, but at the end of the day, I still have to, you know, go home and stuff. So it worked a little bit. I mean, it still built us, you know, made us stronger. We strong gals now. So, but I still felt, you know, that burden deep down. Any chance that we got, you know, we would take, like, you know, little family picnics and stuff. So, you know, to get us away from the house. And I was very grateful for that, because, you know, now that we got our own space, we still, you know, take little family picnics and stuff. We would have, like, family outings at, like, places we can go to for free. Or, like, sometimes my mom, she'll pick up Publix sandwiches, and we just go to Centennial Park and just have a picnic and stuff. Or, like, we'll go to, like, Noah's Ark, and that's like a free zoo. So we would go there any chance that we got, and afterwards, you know, just have a little picnic, or, you know, just sit there until it was getting dark and we had to go back home. Hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share it. You know, hopefully it helped you, or, you know, you can help somebody by sharing this video, letting them know that they're not the only one going through things like this. And it could really happen to anybody, you know what I'm saying? Everything happened for a reason, and this just had to happen, so, you know, we can be stronger. We can be strong women together. Bye, lovelies.
I want a slim fine woman with some pork with her. I want a slim fine woman with some pork.